boys doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am really tired. Well, let's just do it. It's okay. This will also be a hard episode, I think.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know, not like combat-wise, just like we're gonna have to learn some new subsystems.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
that'll be... We'll see how it
Exciting.
goes. Yes, it'll be great. But hello and welcome, everyone, to the 5th episode of Crown and Conquest. We are playing through the Kingmaker adventure path where our brave players will face the most deadly foe yet, the Exploration rules. Today's episode is called Great Hexpectations. My name is Jake, and I will be the devilishly handsome DM for this adventure, and I'm of course joined by our players, Dex Cain, played by Aaron.
Hello.
Javier, Valverde, Castejon de Abelar, played by Abe.
Hello.
Taenn Indage, played by Alex.
That is my name.
And Kai, played by Caleb.
Hi, that's me.
Previously on Crown and Conquest, the party fought their way through the fire and the flames to reach the dueling chamber of the Aldori Manor, where they found Lady Jumandy herself locked in a deadly duel with 2 frost giants. They were in turn ambushed by a group of black tier thugs. In my notes, I've written down tier, T-I-E-R. Like that is their rank. That's not correct. They have Mike Tyson tattoos. They were ambushed by a group of black tier thugs and, against all odds, emerged victorious. Some things of note. Dex Cain used his combination weapon to great effect.
Yeah, I got to swap things around. That was fun. A little bit melee, a little bit ranged.
Yeah, no, it was very, very cool. I'm glad you got a chance to use it.
Yeah.
Javier managed to defeat his foe with not but a single hit point and his panache.
Yes. I'm very hurt.
Very.
Yeah, it was a close one. Taenn was an unhittable juggernaut for some reason.
Despite having the same AC as Javier.
Honestly, it was probably lower because Javier had a shield for like half of it.
It's true.
It was
I think we installed that Help Alex since last Starfinder campaign module. Don't you remember that?
Yeah. You know what? Here, I'm gonna switch that off real quick.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
And last but not least, Kai took a calculated risk, but boy, is she not good at math.
Ouch. Yeah, it didn't really pay off for me, sadly.
Sadly, it did not. So we will pick up right where we left off. You guys have defeated the Black Tier Thugs, and Lady Jumandy has headed back towards the Great Hall to regroup with her guards. We don't really need to enter like turn-based mode or anything. But basically, the rest of the evening is going to be spent doing things like putting out fires, searching around for any lingering Black Tier thugs lingering around the property or the manor. You guys are obviously welcome to help out if you like, or you could just go back to bed. I kind of leave that up to you guys.
Given the state Javier's in, he would probably make his way back to the main area and see if anybody can patch him up.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to help you. It's been it's still within an hour since the last time I did medicine on you.
That does make sense.
As far as like what we hear going on in the castle, or the manor, obviously we can still hear that there's like fire and maybe some kerfuffle here and there. But is it as crazy as it was prior to this combat here?
No, it is much more under control. It seems like you guys have taken out, I don't want to say the lion's share, but a lot of these sort of imminent threats.
Okay.
You guys and Lady Jumandy herself have dealt with. So really now it's just a matter of cleaning up. Maybe some people go sweep some of the upper levels. But yeah, the main force has certainly been dealt with.
Okay.
Taenn's feeling heroic. He'd probably be running around helping people. Sucking oxygen off of fires to put them out.
Sure.
That.
Nice.
He's still at full HP or close enough. So
Kai wants to go to sleep.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on if Dex can heal himself up here, but probably would walk around with Taenn just to see how things were going. Yeah, no need to really go back to sleep immediately.
Okay. Yeah. So, Javier, you can find There is a medic in the main area, who's been sort of patching up the guards. They're clearly not as experienced as Dex, but they get the job done. Once you get some rest, you'll be able to get yourself back up to full HP. But it does take a little bit.
Yeah, I imagine he spends kind of the rest of the evening either in the main hall or heading back to bed.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then Dex and Taenn, like I kind of said before, it's mostly cleanup now. There's obviously a lot of commotion. There's a lot that needs to be done, fires, securing the manor and whatnot.
Sure.
But at one point, you do bump into Lady Jamandi again, and she kind of stops to talk to you for a minute. And she's like, "Oh, you all, I meant to speak with you all. I guess just you two for now, but it seems it's come to my attention that someone raided the treasury. I don't suppose you all would know anything about that."
Dex would immediately respond. Oh, yes, I believe. Well, we were fighting off a giant beast, and afterwards we picked up everything from the chest and held onto it for safekeeping, so the Black Tier cult wouldn't, take it out of the manor. I believe Taenn has it all.
Taenn, gives Dex a side eye. Yes, I believe it was, what was it, 600 gold pieces?
800, I believe.
Yes, it seems it is 800.
Math is power.
That was good thinking on your part. Good, make sure none of those brigands took it away. Well, so do you have it with you right now, or?
Yeah, it's right here, yes.
Where's my
Thank
money,
you.
man?
He'll hand it over.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your honesty.
Was there anything else in there? Any of this other stuff?
I think there were a few, +1 weapons
Potion?
as well.
Oh.
Maybe some potion. You know what?
There's assorted jewelry and stuff in here, but I can't remember if that came from that too.
Yeah, 800 gold, 2 lesser healing potions, a +1 mace, and a +1 longsword. Technically also a journal, that's basically payroll.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the ledger.
Yes. But Lady Jamandi just says, thank you very much. I think everyone in the castle is going to deserve a bit of a pay bump after tonight. I know I think there were a few other things in there. Please, feel free to hold on to those. You've more than earned them, for your deeds last night.
Oh, yeah, the other things. Yeah, I almost forgot. I was going to tell you about that too. Don't worry.
I'm sure it just slipped your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Many thanks, Lady Jamandi.
Oh, no, thank you. You all, I hesitate to think what state the manor would be in if not for your heroics last night. Now, if you'll excuse me, and she hurries off to put out some other fires, literally in some cases.
My apologies, Taenn. I just felt it was necessary and important to return the money that we'd found.
Oh, it was the right thing to do. I was just, we did a lot for these people. So I don't know. Maybe there was something in it, but
Yes. Well, hopefully they'll have something in return for us. Maybe it's a later date, after the GMs decide to give us a bunch of gold anyways.
No. But yeah, so the rest of the night, I won't say it passes uneventfully. Like I said, there's kind of a lot of hustle and bustle, but nothing we need to get into actual combat for. The threat has passed.
Nice.
And eventually, you guys managed to sneak away and you all can get a full rest. And feel free to heal yourself back up to full. Over the course of the evening, you all can see a few different healers. Dex can eventually heal you all up as well.
That's right, I can.
I will at level 2, guys. I'll be able to help slightly.
Slightly,
Isn't
he
that-
says.
Isn't that
Slightly.
the promise in every single campaign? It's like, just wait, the healing's coming.
Yep.
That's what I've heard from
that.
Caleb in several
You know-
campaigns.
Uh-huh.
You know, I was
uh-huh.
gonna pick up more healing on Twick, but it didn't seem like we needed it when I got that level up. So I was like,
Need it.
we're kind of good.
Yep. Totally.
Fucking guy.
I was also
I
leveling like once a
swear.
day per person. Ugh, you know.
Unreal.
Oh man.
So yeah, eventually you all make your way back into the main hall. Sort of in the morning. Well, not even morning. It's probably closer to noon by the time Lady Jumanji sort of recalls everyone back there, all of the adventures and whatnot. So you go back and you see a much thinner group of adventurers, but you can see everyone that you spoke to, pretty much all the named NPCs that you guys met. Amiri, Lindsay's obviously there, Valerie, Jathal, etc., etc. You can see that the Iron Wraiths have returned. If you remember, those were the heavily armored mercenaries who were kind of off in the corner who left right after the feast. You also see, what's that guy's name? Mager Varn,
Hey.
who Dex became pretty good friends with. And yeah, so as you sort of enter the Great Hall, you notice it doesn't look good as new. There's still a few signs of the violence from the night before. But more or less, it's returned to normal. As everyone sort of takes their seats around the tables, which are a little scuffed from being used as barricades the night before. But you can see everyone's sort of settling in and waiting for Lady Jumanji to address the group. Whereas last night, the atmosphere was very sort of fun and jovial. Now it seems a little more serious and somber as Lady Jumanji addresses the group. I would like to... Oh, actually, hang on. I have music for this. I have music.
Oh.
That's not the right music. It's not the right music. Cover your ears. This isn't it.
I love this.
What gets
So
this? What
epic.
gets this? Stop playing!
Spoiler music.
Whew. Oh my gosh. The volume control is a little laggy. Let's see if this goes a little better for me.
That was actually defeating the final boss music, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. That's at the end of the campaign. Shoot, I'm honor bound. Okay, there we go. It's going. So, anyways, Lady Jumanji addresses the gathered adventurers. I would like to thank those of you who helped defeat the Black Tears last night. It's obvious someone doesn't like our plans to sell the stolen lands. Well, we're not going to be so easily dissuaded, are we? I say no, and this morning I would like to issue formal charters to all of you to begin exploring the stolen lands and make them safe for tomorrow's settlers. The first charter we would like to bequeath goes to a group called the Iron Wraiths. She gives a wave towards the well-armored adventurers. The tales of your adventures have thrilled many Brevik nobles, and I'm excited to see what you can do with the exploration of the Glenbon uplands. Your charter is to establish a base for Brevoy there after dealing with the Tiger Lords, and then to open diplomatic relations with Patax from a point of strength. And they all sort of get up and approach, and she hands them their charter, and they head out. They really don't say much. They're very professional. Something I sort of neglected to mention before, it's a group of 4. It is a group of 4 adventurers, specifically. I think before I sort of alluded to it being a larger group, but I've since learned it is in fact only 4 of them.
Okay.
But
Where did you say they were headed? Where did she say they were headed?
She said that they were heading to...
Unborn Uplands?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, here, let me put the word in, because I think I added an R in there. Glenabon Uplands. Glenabon. There's no R or whatever letter I added.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I just said Glenborn. There's no R. And they're their charter is to establish a base for Bavoy, the city you guys are in right now, after dealing with the Tiger Lords, and then open diplomatic relations with Patax from a point of strength. If you want, you could roll me a check to maybe get a little bit more information about either of those, either the Tiger Lords or Patax, if you're interested. I think that they also might have come up in the player's guide, so you actually might just already know a little bit about those.
I don't remember reading anything about the Tiger Lords. I think I would like just to do recall knowledge on that, just society, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
I roll a Brevoy lore.
Brevoy would work.
Let's see if this works. No, that's okay.
Dex, who you were rolling for Tiger Lords?
Tiger Lords, yep.
Okay. You don't know a whole lot about them.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Kai is a little bit more familiar with the Tiger Lords. The Tiger Lords are barbarians. They're a pretty nasty group of barbarians located pretty far west. They're almost in, like, that area with the technology, the name of which is escaping me at the moment.
Alkenstar?
No. Numeria. It's located to the west, and that's really where there's a lot of barbarian groups there, and the Tiger Lords are one of the bigger ones. So yeah, that's basically who they're basically getting sent out to deal with this big group of barbarians out to the west.
Gotcha.
There we go. There we go. All right. So after they have made their exit, she continues. Baron Hannes Drelev. As per our previous discussions, your charter is one of specific importance for Brevoy. Securing the southern trade routes along the East Selen River and establishing a base for merchant caravans and barges alike is of the utmost importance. Hooktongue Slow will be your base of operations. And you see a dour-looking nobleman, who you had not really... He was there at the feast, you recognize him, but you hadn't really had an occasion to talk to him. He looks a little something like this.
Oh,
Man. Wow.
What was this guy's name? Hannes?
Hannes Drelev. Here, I will put the name in the chat. In all caps, so you know he's important.
Almost got it perfect.
Yeah, he was sort of hanging out in the corner during the whole feast. He didn't really seem super interested in making friends or anything like that. But he walks up and he takes his charge from Lady Jamandi and gives a crisp bow that's barely more than a nod, and then he leaves. On his way out, though, Dex, you notice he almost has like a sneer on his face, like after he's kind of turned his back and is almost out the door. Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, it seems like maybe he just has like a bad attitude or something.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once he's out, Lady Jamandi pulls out a third charter and calls, Maegor Varn, your father Androth has long been a faithful friend. Your charter assigns you to Nomen Heights to establish a town with the Varnling host. In time, we hope to establish the Aldori dueling school there, but in the more immediate future, we ask you to broker an alliance with the Nomen centaurs who roam the region. I trust you and your fellows are up to the task. And Maegor Varn sort of goes up and accepts the charter. He's all smiles and charm, sort of as he does so. So he takes the charter, and as he leaves, he kind of stops by your table and gives you guys a broad smile, especially towards you, Dex, and he says, his voice, huh?
Yeah.
You know, Once you all get established, I would love to have you come visit so we can set up relations. Good luck! And he kind of gives you like a little thumbs up, and then he kind of swishes his cape, and he heads out the door.
Safe travels, friend!
You as well, thank you! And then once he is safely out the door, Lady Jamandi continues. And last, but certainly not least, last night's heroes. First, I wish to thank you again for risking your lives to help defend my manor. The courage, gumption, and skill you displayed will take you far, I suspect. I have here also a small token of my appreciation, and she sort of gestures towards a small chest that's sitting on the table.
800 gold pieces in it?
You'll find out soon enough. For your charters, we're asking you to travel to the southwest into a region known as the Greenbelt. A swath of wildlands that includes the forest known as the Gnarl Marches, and the hill country of the Hamalands. We've heard that the bandits have grown particularly aggressive in the Greenbelt, and they need to be stopped before anyone safely settles in the region. A small trading post in the Rostland hinterlands has been hit particularly hard. I suggest starting there. Once the bandits have been dealt with, we'll be ready to bequeath to you more permanent charters to settle the land and establish a government of your own. And as you all go up, you are given a
It is
charter.
actually us, huh?
That is you guys, yes.
I kind of thought it was going to be
that was
like a
clear.
bait and switch. Somebody else was the
no.
heroes of the night.
No. That would have been funny, but no, it is. She is addressing you all. But she gives you... Let me know if you see this. She gives you this charter. Hopefully you all see this.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And hopefully that didn't share every handout in this list. Hopefully just the one.
Nope,
Just the one.
Great, awesome.
Oof.
Oleg's trading post.
Western.
Shrike and Skunk Rivers.
Wait, would anyone like to read it for if we're putting this on a podcast?
Oh,
So our
yeah.
non-visual
Good idea.
viewers might be able to know.
I'll give it some Dex Kane action.
Let's see. Be it known that the bearer of this charter has been charged by the Sword Lords of Restov, acting upon the greater good and authority vested within them by the office of the Lord Mayor of Restov, the right of exploration and travel within the wilderness regions known as Restov's hinterlands and the Greenbelt. Exploration should be limited to an area west and south of Oleg's trading post, no further than the banks of the Shrike and Skunk rivers. The carrier of this charter should strive against banditry and other unlawful behavior to be encountered. Punishment for unrepented banditry remains, as always, execution by sword or rope. So, witnessed on this day, 24th day of Calistril, under watchful eye of the Lordship of Restov.
Well said. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, you got
Thank you,
it.
Dex.
That became a little bit of David. What's his name? Yeah, a little David Attenborough there at the end.
So it did. And then in the chest... Sorry, this is in a different journal entry. Give me one moment. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, when you open up that chest, you see 4 small pouches, each containing 50 gold.
Nice.
And 2 lesser healing potions.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
Okay. Not quite 800, but
Not
you know.
quite.
That
I'll
same
take it.
200 he tried to keep. Take it, I guess.
Yeah, right. As soon as he tried to short it 200, I was like, oh, don't worry, buddy. Don't even worry about that. But yeah, after that, Lady Jamandi... Oh, hang on, I've missed one.
So all our other friends didn't get any charters, huh?
No, actually, it's weird. This doesn't... I don't. It has like a script essentially for all of these other ones, but there should be one more that I guess I'm going to ad-lib right now. Oh yes, one more that I seem to have forgotten here in my back pocket, of course. This is for Tartuccio, and his band of adventurers. And Tartuccio, you'll remember, is the little gnome that you all met at the feast.
Oh, how can we forget?
And yes, of course, your favorite companion. But he sort of boldly walks up and snatches it from her hands. And he turns and he says to the group, "Don't worry, I will soon be the one true leader of the Stolen Lands. You all will be lucky to join me. Anyone who is interested can find me outside." And he sort of marches off onto his own.
I think Dex just leans over to Kai.
You really like him? Are you certain?
No, not at all. That was all fake.
Oh, it's hard to tell with your strange personality shifts.
Wow, that's
was
rude.
very
That's
believable.
just my people voice.
Oh, I only have one voice.
You're aware.
Awesome.
Did we get the stuff in our party stash that we were supposed to get? Somebody had that? I missed it.
I did not add it. But it's
What did we get out of the chest again?
4 small bags of 50 gold each, plus 2 potions of minor healing?
Lesser healing.
Lesser healing.
Which
I put the...
I'm gonna grab a couple of those out of the stash.
Probably a good call.
If I drag, will it drag the entire stack of them?
No, it'll ask you how many you want.
Okay.
Nice.
I added the 2 to the party stash, and then everybody can just add 50 gold to their character, probably,
That works too.
if it's individual.
$50 gold pieces. Heck yeah. I will take it.
But yeah, after she finishes handing out her charters, Lady Jamandi gives you all sort of a broad smile, and then she heads back into the western wing of the manor, leaving you all standing there with really the only people left are the sort of the fellow adventurers you all had met on the night of the feast. So like Amiri and Lindsay and all of them.
I'm assuming there's no like celebration happening because everything is in disarray.
Yeah, not really a triumphant mood.
Yeah.
But I guess around this point, Lindsay does kind of come to you and go, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool. You guys are going to be going. I don't, not really sure what I'm going to do from here. I don't suppose you all have room for one more?"
I sure think we do. We'd love to have you alone. Yes.
You are also rather small.
I am travel-sized.
Easy to fit in places.
Not sure what you mean by that, but
Plenty
okay.
of room. And
In
we
a
would
trunk,
love-
under a bench.
Please, don't mind him. He's no manners. We would be more than happy to have you on our trip, Lindsay.
If we had to put you on the back of somebody else's horse.
Oh, do you guys have horses?
No.
No, I don't know why
Oh.
you said that.
That it is weird that you said that, but yay, okay, great. We have something to look forward to. One day we'll get horses.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, okay. All
Is-
right.
Is this charter limited to a certain number of people?
No. Pretty much anyone, as many as you can get to follow you, essentially.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like you guys are sort of the leaders, and it's actually pretty loose. Pretty much whatever methodology you want to take to do it could potentially be under, like, would be acceptable under this charter, if that all made sense.
Okay.
So, like, if you decide to just go out there, just the 4 of you, that's cool. If you all wanted to go out there one by one and try to do it, weird, but fine.
Heck yeah.
Uh,
Let's all have individual episodes of the show.
yes.
Man, please don't do that to
It's
me.
just one of us.
We can all
and Jake.
die individually.
That would be funny.
Did it appear that any of our other sort of friends that we had met had gone with Tartuccio and his band of adventurers? I know you didn't really describe who was going with him.
He none of the ones you've really met or spent time with like chased after him right away, but you can see Amiri's kind of like, you know, she has a drink. It's kind of unclear honestly where she got it. Seems like maybe she just kind of harassed a servant who was busy doing something else. Managed to get herself a drink. You can see Jathal sort of off in the corner. You see she kind of glances in your direction, but kind of looks away when she notices you noticing that she's looking.
Oh.
And then you have like Valerie. Valerie, after a little bit, maybe heads outside after Tartuccio, as does Habram.
No.
Harem.
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 Thank you. Where is Habram? Where did that come from?
That is. Yeah, I know what it is.
That's from something. Whatever. Harem. Harem is this guy's name.
Okay.
But yeah, so those two eventually head out. But yeah.
Kai will go over to talk to Jathal. Walks up to Jathal. Hi, Jathal. You have any interest in coming with us? I know you don't like Tartuccio, so.
Yeah. I mean it. I would appreciate that. It seems like it's maybe between you guys, him, or just giving up on this altogether. But something tells me this is going to be interesting. I want a piece of this.
Well, at least two of us would be happy to have you. I don't know if you talked to Dex or Javi yet, but I'm sure they'll like you too.
He notices
guess-
that
By the
Kai
way-
went over to Jathal, and then he walks up and he's like, "Hey, Jathal, you want to come with us? It was my idea to ask you."
Sure. Yeah. That sounds great. Let's do it.
Oh, you missed it yesterday. Well, last night. I made two sides that looked just like yours. They looked awesome.
Oh wow. What'd you do? Did you cut some people up or what?
No, they kind of missed, but they looked really cool.
Wow.
And then
yeah.
she collapsed, completely passed out.
Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have. Okay. Turns around once.
Well, you know, I'll give you lessons.
Oh,
I'm good
that
with sides.
That would be great.
But all right. So you've got two companions essentially. Well, we'll talk about how that'll work
Yeah,
in a moment.
that's what I was worried about. I was asking about the charter thing.
Yep. Nope. We'll figure it out. I have some ideas.
Okay. Was there anyone else? Anyone wanted to ask?
I mean, Dex obviously had a connection to Maker Varn, but he has his own,
He's got his own deal.
Yeah.
deal. He also talked a little bit to Valerie, but it seemed like she was heading off and leaving, doing her own thing. I wasn't certain as to what she was.
Yeah. She sort of hangs around for a little bit. She does eventually make her way outside, but you can certainly try to catch her before she goes, if you would so like to.
I think I'll just mention it to her.
Valerie, one moment of your time, please.
Oh yeah. What's up?
You sound a lot like Amiri recently.
Oh, you're right. I did get my characters backwards.
That was a funny
Sorry,
joke.
I had something stuck in my throat. You know how it is.
Yes, of course. I would like to extend an invitation for you to join us on our charter, if you would be interested.
Hmm.
No
Well,
pressure at all.
No, I find myself torn. Tartuccio, he does seem like a bit of a fool, to be honest with you. Why not? You know what? I'll give you all a chance. After all, you did rescue me last night. It seems the least I can do to return the favor. I will journey with you to the west.
No, I'm glad to hear it. I'm not sure when we'll be leaving, but we'll let you know. Apparently, Taenn is getting horses.
Oh, excellent. That's great. I would hate to have to walk there.
Yes. Agreed.
And you said Amiri was just hanging around too.
Yeah. She's finishing a drink, sort of in the main hall.
I think because Javi talked to Amiri a little bit, but he'll just kind of like he'll wander over and just sort of lean against the table and so Amiri, where do you think you will go after this?
It's a good question. Seems like I didn't get a charter, but you know what? I might just head out there anyways, try my luck. See what's out there, you know?
What I don't know if we ever got into it, but what are you looking for out there?
Looking for a good fight, honestly. Seems like there's no shortage of adventure out there.
Well, if we seem to have found ourselves with a charter and gathering some of the folks with us, and if you want to lend your sword to the cause, you could come with us, maybe take care of some bandits, and we can see where it goes.
Yeah, I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm gonna strike out on my own for a bit, see what I can get up to on my own, Maybe start my own group. We'll see where the winds take me.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, you as well. I'll be interested to see what you all get up to out there. Maybe our paths will cross again.
I'm sure they will.
And she sort of, at the end of the conversation, she just sort of downs the rest of her drink, and then heads out the door.
Nice.
I guess the other thing eventually Javier will do is maybe suggest to Kai that she figures out what Tartuccio's up to out there with his, like where is he going? Like what is he doing?
Sure.
If I have to.
You have a certain way with him.
Yep, unfortunately. Okay. She'll head outside and see what Tartuccio's up to out there.
All right, so you head outside and you see Tartuccio, along with a pretty small group, just sort of some of the other adventurers from the party. Not really anyone you recognize. In fact, it seems like there's maybe even a few fresh faces there. But you can see, it looks like they've wasted no time. They're all mounted up on some horses, and it looks like they're just about getting ready to head out.
Oh.
But he sees you as he comes out, and he goes,
horses, huh?
Where did you get the horses?
But he sees you leave, and he goes, "Aha, yes, my loyal henchman. Perhaps you would like to join us on our grand adventure."
Oh, I would love to, Tartuccio, but I've already agreed to go with this group. They kind of asked me first. We fought a bunch of people last night together. Just how it goes.
Your loss.
It is. It truly is. May I ask where you're going? Maybe we can meet up later.
I suspect you'll hear of me in your travels. And then he just heads out.
Oh,
Wow.
That guy's
alright.
too much.
We'll never know.
I'm sure he'll never come up again in the story.
I wouldn't worry about it, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so how do we get there is the question.
That's a really good question.
Southwest.
So maybe this is as good as time as any. You guys you'll still have time. You're still in a town, so you can still go. Get whatever supplies you need. But for now, let us take a look at how we are going to handle exploration.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so this is...
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully
This
you
is
guys can
sick.
see this. Yeah, this is very, very cool. also sort of terrifying. So, the way Hexploration works. You guys are in the top right corner of this map. Hopefully you can see it. It should be colored in. Okay, great. So the colored area sort of represents where you've explored, and the flag, obviously, is you guys. You get a number of exploration activities based on your movement speed. So based on the movement speed of the slowest member of your party. So right now, most of you have a movement speed of 25, so you will get 1 exploration activity per day. You can use your exploration activity basically 2 ways. You can either move from one hex to an adjacent hex, or you can sort of explore the hex you're on a little bit more. The technical word they use for it is, like, reconnoiter, which is a really big word for just explore, in my opinion. Whatever, it's fine. But that basically, if there's, like, something there, you can reconnoiter it to sort of learn more about it, and if there's something hidden there, you'll automatically get a check to look for it when you reconnoiter it. Yeah. I guess as part of that also, like, if there's, like, a dungeon there, you can sort of enter the dungeon as part of that, if that makes sense. Like, obviously some tiles are going to contain, like, actual maps to do, like, combat and dungeons and whatnot. So that would be sort of within that action as well, if you so chose.
Cool.
Yeah. The other aspect I want to talk about a little bit is, I guess this is where we'll talk about companions and camping. So I have some pretty detailed rules for camping. The way I think would be best to handle camping is once every 7 days, we're basically going to do a camping session. There's rules for it. We'll deal with it when we first do camping, but I'm thinking you do it once, and then the bonuses you get from it will carry forward for 7 days.
Rather than doing it every single day.
Every single night would be exhausting. You guys do not want that.
Okay, got it.
Obviously, this is all... I'm playing a little bit fast and loose with it. So please do not hesitate to give me feedback. Or if you have ideas, or if it's just too fast or too slow or whatever. This is very flexible. We can sort of adjust this on the fly to suit our needs. Does that all kind of make sense?
Mm-hmm. And what was the
Yeah.
move? What was the move distance again for these hexes? Remind me.
So you get 1 exploration activity a day right now based on your speed, and it's 1 activity to move from hex to hex. Technically, some hexes are considered, like, difficult terrain, so if you're moving, like, through a swamp or through a jungle, that's a little bit harder, so it might take more actions to move from hex to hex. But for the most part, like, right now, everything near you is just open terrain, so it's just 1 action to move from hex to hex.
Got it.
Do these, like, hex chunks mean something when we hover over?
They're like regions.
Oh, it shows those. Yeah, those are regions. So yeah, right now you are in the Bravoy region.
So I'm guessing our region based on the map is here-ish?
Yes.
Or down this way?
Yeah, so
Somewhere
it's
in here?
right... Yeah, that whole area is where you've been assigned. The first area that it was sort of recommended you go is pretty much directly west.
Yeah, like
that
along this road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That is Oleg's trading post. So that is sort of the first destination that you have been
Nice.
Suggested.
So we can go west on the road and then just kind of cut south from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it. I guess the other thing is, obviously, this is super duper open-ended. This is sort of where the open world aspect of this adventure path comes into play. So there's all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be rolling stuff like weather and random encounters as you guys go.
Cool.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's worth noting that it is currently February, so it is actually winter right now.
Okay.
Oh.
I am actually
Chilly out.
going to be trying
Can you
to
keep track of
use
time?
the... Yeah, I've got... If you look on your bar on the left, there's a world clock. So, just like your charter said, right now it is the 24th of
nice.
Calistril. And I'm going to endeavor to keep this up to date. I feel like I'm going to fall off of it at some point, but I'm going to do my best.
Nice.
Where does that show up?
It's on the left-hand
so-
side. Looks like a
left-hand
clown
side
face.
By the ruler.
Under token
Under
controls.
token.
Under token controls. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then if you want, it actually, this is really nice. It has an option for me to just change it into normal dates. So it's the 24th of February.
Yeah, nice.
Got it.
But for theming, I'm going to keep it on
I like the
fantasy.
theming.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Wheel
just when
day,
you go...
right? Wheel day.
Yeah, right. When you're like, what
What is Calistril? I don't know.
Yeah, right. What month is it? What's the season right now? I'm
is
gonna
it
just
warm or
switch
not?
it and tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's very cold. It's pretty chilly right now.
Yeah, what's our like climate in this area? Does it get really cold in the winter?
It can. It's not too bad, but it can definitely get chilly.
Do we have a world map too in here? So we know where Brevoy kind of is continentally.
I don't think there's one in this adventure path.
Okay, no, worries, I can
But
look
I'm
that up.
sure we can find one. Yeah. If you find one that you like, please feel free to share it with everyone else.
Will
Nice.
do.
Yeah, because I don't think I have one baked in here.
I am very excited about this subsystem that they've included. Do you think it will be as good as Starship Combat?
Oh man, I hope
One-
it is
one can
so
only
much
hope.
worse. That is like the fear in my heart, is that it's one that I'm gonna have to design and redesign over and over again.
Yep, you're
but-
gonna do Hexploration revised.
Yeah, right. And then right, we haven't even gotten into. There's a camping subsystem. Then there's kingdom subsystems later, way later.
Just turn it
Don't
into
worry
chase
about those.
rules. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about this.
Yeah.
And they're like
Well, I mean-
large scale fights at some point.
Oh,
Yep. Don't ask me
That's-
about those. I have not
That's the
even
part
looked
that
at
I
the
would be
rules for
afraid
those.
would be like Starship Combat somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I did look at them briefly. It seems really minimal. Like, basically, you make a roll, and it's like, okay, whatever. But that
Okay.
is not. That is a long way away.
Got
Don't
it.
worry
You have
about
an
that.
army?
Don't worry about
What?
Kingdom either. You don't even have horses.
Yeah.
You don't have a
We're just
friggin'
walking
army.
around.
Yeah, so actually that's a good question. Obviously, we're going to be setting off west. There's almost no reason for us to explore the tile we're on, I would guess, because it's literally in where the manor is. We've been
is.
around, in and around this space.
Yeah, let me see if I can. So this tile is already listed as reconnoitered, so you have a decent amount of information about it. I wonder. I'm gonna try to find a way to share this hex data with you guys.
Okay.
But don't worry about that for now. I can try to. I can play with that maybe off session. It might also be easier if when you guys are not on it. Because I can't actually click the tile. I just keep opening the party page over and over again.
Yeah, got it. No worries. Okay, is this something like as a group, are we kind of expecting we're going to be walking this? Obviously, we can't really
Yeah.
afford a horse.
Well, I mean, how much does a horse hire cost?
Let me look. This was not the right place to look. Okay, animals equipment. It looks like a riding dog would
Okay.
be 6 copper piece a day or 4 gold to purchase outright. And a riding horse would be 1 silver piece per day or 8 gold to purchase outright.
8 gold for a
8
horse?
gold for a horse.
8 gold
Wow.
per horse.
We just got
You gotta
50
remember-
each.
Yeah. Gold for a normal person, gold is a lot of money.
Okay.
Like
Like
an
a lot.
average person who just like works at an inn is getting maybe 10 a year, maybe? That might even be high. That feels high to me, honestly. It might be like 3.
Okay.
We
Here,
get
you know-
horses.
Does having a horse actually give us any bonuses to this, like movement speed or anything, or is it pretty much just you get one activity per day. It's either move a tile or explore a tile, regardless of whether or not you're on a horse.
So if you guys were riding on horses,
They have
your,
a speed of
your
40.
movement speed would be 40, which I need to find the Hexploration rules again. I'm almost certain gives you more actions. Give me one moment and I will tell you how many actions.
I mean, personally, I think Dex would almost definitely say a horse is the way to go just to get us to where we need to get to quicker rather than us just trekking down the road. But
So 40 feet would get you up to 2 exploration activities a day.
just double our pace immediately.
What about 35 feet? That's how fast a
35?
pony is.
35 is also 2.
Okay. I'm just going to buy a pony then,
Wow.
for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, you also... I posted the animals that are available for purchase. You could also get a war horse if you were feeling really spicy. That's a lot more expensive.
Yeah. You could use it in combat, I suppose.
Yeah,
So-
that would be the thing, is that would be a combat purchase.
Four horses and 2 ponies. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Let's see. How many of us are there? Aren't there... There's
So
7 of us, right?
7, you're right. Valerie. I
Let's-
forgot about Valerie.
Oh, 5 horses.
Let's also talk about the companions. So,
Okay.
what I'm going to propose for now, at least, and again, this is sort of open to changes if this comes back to bite us for whatever reason. Basically, you guys can bring one companion, like, actively into your party if you would like.
Okay.
And then sort of everyone who is not actively, like, in your party will sort of be in a separate group kind of following behind you guys. Sort of like, you guys want to be able to move and explore and get there and, you know, really sort of take the vanguard, essentially, whereas this other group can go and maybe gather materials as they go. Maybe they're doing a little bit of, like, mapping along the way, or, like, taking notes of, like, what's all there. So, basically, when you guys camp, you will have access to all of your companions, but if you go explore an area, they won't necessarily all be with you. And likewise, if you're like, oh, we're just going to explore on horses, and then they'll sort of maybe be a little bit further behind us, you don't necessarily need to fit everyone with horses.
So this is the Baldur's Gate mechanic where everybody's just at
Kind
camp
of,
and you can
yes,
talk to them at
actually.
night and
Yeah.
pull them as needed, but they're not with you during the day.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Like one companion that goes with you. I don't know
That
when
seems
we're
pretty
not
reasonable.
going to choose Lindsay, but you know,
The other thing I want to mention, bringing another party member is going to cut your XP.
got it.
So there's
think that's
sort of
fair.
a trade-off there, right? Your combat's going to be easier probably because you have an extra one, but you might level up a little bit slower as a result.
We don't need Lindsay.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay,
XP for days, baby.
It is up to you guys.
So they can travel with us and we don't have to buy them horses. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I don't want
Nice.
to burden you guys with that.
Okay. I like that.
Do we also then? How much can we pack on our? Like, do we need like another horse for pack stuff? Because I imagine we're gonna also want to buy like food. Because we're gonna be, based on the size of this map, we're gonna be a couple weeks at least.
Yeah. I think you can get saddlebags. I don't think you need like a specific horse for hauling
Like another
stuff.
horse. Okay.
Yeah, right. Especially since you have a decent number of companions. Like, you know, they probably wouldn't be thrilled. Like, you know, they're not Lydia. They're not sworn to carry your burdens or whatever. But you know, like stuff like food. It's like, hey, can you guys like be in charge of the food? You know, that at least enough that you're not like over encumbered, essentially, right? I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm not gonna get you on carrying capacity.
All right, I'm buying a riding pony then.
Oh, I missed it. Did we get the 200 gold in the stash, or did everyone just take 50?
Take 50.
Okay.
50, yep.
Can do. All right, and then the riding horse was 8.
Yep.
Correct.
Unless you want to rent it, which I doubt you do.
Nah,
No.
this horse is mine now.
They come up with a horse name.
Oh. Yes.
True.
Hmm.
There is actions that can find you food out in the wild if we need to be doing those.
That is also true.
Okay.
That'll be part of camping. We'll kind
gotcha.
of go over all of your available. Whoop! Did I move you guys?
Must have. Don't know.
Whoopsies. Well, now that you've moved that way, let me see if I can. I'm just gonna see if I can show you guys what's here. You guys see anything on that now?
We we see additional green
Yeah, that's
surrounding where
basically
we
it.
moved.
Okay, that's it.
Here. Yeah,
If you
that's all
mouse
we
over the
see.
tile, does it tell you anything?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, that's too bad.
I have accidentally changed my ancestry to horse somehow.
Nice, nice.
What?
Wow, I have also changed my ancestry to horse.
Oh no!
Guys, what?
You try to drag a horse onto your
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just dragged
nice.
the horse.
Just dragged a horse.
Horse companion.
Nice.
That's hilarious. See.
Yeah, that is what horses sound like. Nice.
I was wondering why it took my unarmed attack and turned it into hoof.
Oh my god.
Nice. Nice.
It's funny.
It's incredible.
Oh man.
I am horse.
I just made a container named Riding Pony.
Oh.
That seemed like the best route.
Oh great. Okay.
Oh,
I fixed the extra exploration I accidentally did, and now I will never do that again. I will do my best because this trick only works once.
If you want to try to open the party sheet, you can just hit P instead of double clicking and accidentally maybe dragging.
The issue is I wanted the tile underneath you guys, and I can't do that while you're on it. The good news is I don't think there's a way for me to share this information with you, so it will just be for my eyes only, I suppose.
If you mouse over it and hit Z, you might be able to select the tile.
Nah, it's nothing. It doesn't matter. There's not a lot of information on here. It just tells me whether or not you've reconnoitered it, and sort of gives me a little description of what it is and what's there.
Gotcha, okay.
It'd be pretty neat if you could see it, but...
Before we leave, I did want to try to figure out what this unusual object I was given is.
Unusual? Who gave you an unusual object?
I don't remember now. It's a
Oh
man
my
cleared up.
goodness.
It's not Tartuccio. He told me what he gave me.
Oh, this is, this was a small thing that you found in the Serpent's Mouth in the trophy room.
Oh, yes.
That's what that
That's
is.
right. That's right. Okay. I want to do recall knowledge on that guy.
Yes, please do.
You must have an unusual liquid in the party stash.
Yes, there was a potion that you all failed to identify.
Yeah.
Oh, how often can we try to do that?
Huh.
Great question.
That's a good question. I think rules is written, it's very seldom. It's like... I will look that up. Caleb, if you want to...
I believe I rolled occultism. I did.
Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry, it took a little bit. I'm so sorry. Can you roll it again? It didn't show up in my chat for some reason.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing I see is me saying Hannes Drelev in all caps. There we go. Okay, it worked that time.
Okay.
Let me open this up. Oh, you know what? I think I could have given you a roll for this. I could have. Okay.
All good. Just so you know, Alex, identifying magic, if you regular fail, you can't try again for a day. If you crit fail, you misidentify it as something else of the GM's choice.
Oh.
So this seems like an item that it is a talisman. You attach to your weapon, and when you activate it, it causes the creature to bleed.
Ooh, okay. Well, I will hand that off to Avi.
I guess it's who actually uses weapons, me or Dex?
Yeah.
That's it.
Actually, yeah, I guess Dex could use it on a bow.
We should sell all these weapons, huh?
Oh, yeah. And we
Yeah.
should take the +1s off and put them on you guys' weapons.
I grabbed the +1 longsword.
Oh, okay. You can
Oh,
move it
you
to your
can-
rapier if you want.
You can transfer it?
Yeah.
How?
It
Yes.
just costs like 10% of the rune and some
Oh.
time.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll do that.
Oh, how? How do I
Assuming
add
I
it
can
to
do
my
that in time
weapon?
before we leave.
So if you edit your weapon, on the details page, there should be a potency rune. And select
Okay.
the +1.
Details. Potency room.
Okay.
Ooh, +1.
And it costs how much?
I think 10% of the rune cost, but let me check. Transferring runes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so 10% of the rune's price, and you have to do a craft check to swap it over.
Oh, I can do that. Let's do some craft check, baby.
Oh, it takes a day to do it.
Yeah, I literally just read the same sentence.
Oh, well, I guess
Well, we can chill out for a day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess are we hanging out for a couple days?
a day just to get a +1. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I can use the long, so I don't know.
We
I
have
can.
a
I mean,
couple
I would have to
people
apply it.
Trained in crafting.
Yeah,
I
I have
am
a.
not.
I am trained in crafting.
I am not.
I don't. Do you know what the DC is to do that?
It's based on the runes level, so probably not very high.
Well, now that I have all of my stuff reset after I was a horse there for a second, I think of my core skill stats are back to normal.
Did your intelligence just completely tank?
Yeah, no, but it did reset all my attribute modifiers, so I had to go back and fix those.
Oh, yikes. 16 is the DC.
16 is the DC. All right. Well, I guess we'll make a crafting check here then. Bada bing, bada boom. Well,
That's one day lost.
that's one day lost.
Game.
How many days do we want to try and do this?
Well,
Does it take a full day of?
Yeah, it sure says it does. Yikes. Yeah. Well, while you're doing that, maybe I can make some money. We're still
gonna
in town,
do it?
right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'll do some performing
Oh, is this one of the
if I can
exploration
find
or the downtime actions?
activity.
Yeah, it's a downtime activity. There's basically some skills you can roll to try to gain a little bit of money. So, like, if you were a bard, you could roll perform to maybe, just play on the street and try to make a little bit of extra money that way.
Earn income.
Yes, sir.
It's not a ton.
Yeah, it's pretty minimal. It
But we're
reflects.
just sitting around
Man.
all day. And roll
Please
a
do
check.
not click the button to put this in chat because the amount of text and
Yeah.
the table and oh
lot.
my gosh.
What did horse reset on your thing, Aaron? All of mine looks correct,
Jesus
but I'm
Christ.
missing something.
Your attribute modifiers after you fix your ancestry. If it's glowing
Okay.
yellow around the edit button, it means something's not selected.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not maxed out on con. So probably that.
All right, Dex will try one more day, if you guys are cool with it, of trying to craft this thing.
Sure.
Well,
Man,
it's just
Thanks.
you're really good
Okay.
at this.
Well, let's just sell the rest of it, I guess.
yeah,
You can hang on to it and do it later.
yeah. I'll hang on to it. Do it future date. It's a +1.
Oh,
+1. Nothing to sniff at, man.
if you wanted, you probably could find a blacksmith in town to do it for
Oh.
you.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, let's do that
Yeah.
instead.
There we go. Okay, that looks right.
So remind me, what exactly are you guys trying to do with this? You're just trying to get the rune transferred?
Yeah, into my bow, from one of the weapons to my bow.
Yeah, I mean, that's... What, you have to
Alright.
pay like 10% of the cost or something to do it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
should
cool.
Caleb, did you determine how much that costs?
It's 3.5 gold.
3.5
Three
gold.
and a half.
You
We'll
got
call
it, buddy.
3.
3 gold.
I ain't dealing with silver pieces.
I'm sitting here with 5 silver in my inventory. So
Oh
I
my
have six
god.
silver.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I have
I have
copper.
13 silver.
Oh my
You have
god.
copper?
Yeah.
you
You
didn't
guys
use all your copper? What's wrong with you?
You guys are maniacs.
I have 38 silver because I haven't converted it to gold,
Is
and I have
it-
3 copper.
Is it how many silver per gold? How does that work?
I think
10.
it's just
It's
10s.
10 all the way
Is
up.
it 10? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10s across the board.
Okay. Oh, that makes it easy.
Yeah.
All right. So I got mine.
Oh. I want to grab a scroll. Of, what's it called now? Revealing Light? Yeah. That's a level 2 spell. Never mind. Never mind. I'm good.
All right. We also
Well-
have the coyote cloak and the tracker's goggles. I don't know if Dex wants those or somebody else.
The tracker's goggles are the ones that give you a bonus to survival checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not going to be helpful to me. I'm untrained in survival.
Are we all untrained in
I think-
survival?
Possibly.
You guys
Unless-
didn't do this.
not
to me,
great
did you?
for,
There's no fucking way none of you are trained in
Well,
survival.
here's the thing. I will just become trained in survival because I can use
That's
my...
good. It's a good
my-
thing you picked that up.
Yeah. Let me...
None of you are trained in it.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought I was. Maybe I became untrained and became a horse for a
When you
second.
became a horse.
Becoming a horse really broke you guys.
None of you are trained survival. Well, we'll see how this goes.
We don't know where we're going.
Nobody's trained in
yikes,
religion
yikes.
either. Wow.
It's okay, man. This campaign doesn't take place in a monastery, but it does take place,
Outside.
wilderness.
you know, in the wilderness. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. That's what Dex picked up that first level feat for.
Oh,
Just
Probably for
for
the best.
survival.
All right, I am now trained in survival, and I will take the coyote. What are they called?
Coyote
They're
cloak
in-
and the tracker's goggles.
Tracker's goggles is really what I want. I'm gonna
I
take
put-
the tracker's goggles.
I put the bloody beak talisman in there if one of you want to do some bleed damage on your 1-1 attack.
Oh, nice.
And then the cloak.
It looks like they stack. The cloak and the goggles stack.
All right, sure, if they stack,
they?
yeah.
Different bonuses?
Yeah, unless I misread the goggles. Which is very possible.
Oh, it doesn't even
Oh, yeah,
it
the
doesn't
goggles don't
specify the
specify.
bonus. Yeah. Huh, okay. Alright, well, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think I'm good to go too. I'm gonna have to manually add this +2 in here because it doesn't look like it's just giving it to me. but
Is it giving you
One
just
of-
+1?
nope,
Did you
not even
invest it?
Oh,
Oh.
that could be.
toggle investment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can only have
That's
10 items invested at a time.
Weird. Hey, it gave me a +1. They do not stack based on
Well,
this.
the one is only for specifically tracking and something else, sensing direction.
Okay.
So if you do those, it might give you the bonus.
Cool.
Yeah, it's probably, it might be one you can toggle on and off whenever
Yep.
you do a check.
Sounds good. All right, so we got our horses. We're heading west, straight
You got
west
your
down this road.
horses? Some of you are horses.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
Yeah. West down the road, I think.
Cool. Yeah, I think so. Just we can do 2 actions, right? So we can, if we want,
Yes.
move 2 spaces or move and do the
Reconnoiter.
reckon whatever that word
Is
is.
it reconnoiter or reconnoiter? Reconnoiter
I
might
believe
sound
it's
more-
reconnoiter.
Okay, I've never heard this word before. I've only read it in this context. Jesus.
It's in some game we played.
Reconnoiter. Make a military
Reconnoiter.
observation of a region. Is the
Yeah.
wow?
That's-
Okay.
That's where the word recon comes from.
Yeah.
Now an act of reconnoitering. Thank you.
It's an act of reconnoitering. Thank you. That's
Reconnoiter.
lovely. Reconnoiter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Reconnoiter.
does recon come from reconnaissance? Or does reconnaissance come from reconnoiter?
Oh
Use
my
an
god,
base
it's all
word.
connected.
Using a sentence.
checks.
They reconnoitered the beach some weeks before the landing. All right.
Great. Thank you.
It's a
now
silly
I know.
word, for
Now I
sure.
get
That is
it.
a very silly word. English is dumb.
True that.
Yeah.
All right, west.
Yeah, west.
Yeah.
I'm taking us west. Bam.
There appears to be
Yeah.
something in the distance.
In fact, so the tile you're on right now is just some open plain, nice river, really nothing of note here. But you can see there's a small village to the west. One tile
Nice.
to your left.
I say we
Keep
move
moving.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep moving.
No need to reconnoiter.
And
We're
I
not
forget
making
how
any
many actions
military
do we get
action-
per
actions
There's
day?
here.
something here.
You guys get 2.
2, okay.
Do it out.
What if there's something here, though?
Alex,
Nah.
you're gonna say that on every single hex.
Yeah,
There's
you
this
sure are.
entire
There's something
campaign.
in every hex.
Okay.
We'll leave you behind. You can
I
explore.
will do my best to communicate tiles that actually have interesting things on them. Because some of them just don't. For instance, this one does not.
Oh.
This one is just an empty one.
I'm assuming I don't get my That's Odd feat bonus for tiles.
Probably not, but if something
This
comes
area
up
of
that
the land
makes
is
sense,
odd.
then, you know, there might be some things that make sense. Oh well, I'm playing that whole ability by ear.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems
I
like the
will
way to do it.
I
keep
mean-
it in mind.
It does say when you enter a new location, such as a room or corridor. It would be weird if we like went into a new
continent.
region and it's like, wait a second,
Wait a
Yeah.
something is odd here.
But like, okay, like you're in the mountains and there's like a secret hidden behind the rocks. Like, I don't think it's unreasonable to say there's an odd rock formation you notice. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
Okay.
just
I'll take
maybe
that.
just something that gives you like a hey, there's something here.
Yeah. All right. Move west?
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Move west. All right. So you find the small town of Nevakta's Crossing. It's a small town. A little bit more than 100 people live in there. Okay, actually quite a bit. 100, somewhere between like 120, 160. So, still fairly small. It's fairly friendly. Mostly, the buzz around town is about a group of adventurers who just passed through.
Ooh.
And you can pretty easily recognize they are describing the leader of the group as Maker Varn. It sounds like him and his mercenaries just passed through here not too long ago. The town is still abuzz with their presence.
Okay.
Which way did they head, do you know?
Yeah, they headed further west. Further out west. Seemed like they were in a real hurry to get somewhere.
West. That seems like a good direction so far.
That's not really where we're headed.
It's definitely my top 4.
It is
Top
much
4
better than
directions.
the east.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on East. Bottom 4, easy. And then, I guess, we won't get into camping because you guys actually ended in a town, which is sort of surprising.
All right.
So we'll kind of skip over that part. But while you guys are here, there is a gossip mechanic. So whenever you guys are in a town, you can make a roll to sort of gather information if you want to hear rumors. But I'm also going to say, if you spend a night there, you are just going to hear a rumor for freezies. So I guess I want to say... Is that right? That is not right. I rolled the wrong table. Excuse me, give me 1 second. So one thing I do want to say about these rumors, as the name sort of suggests, there's no guarantee that these are true. Some of them are going to be false, some of them are going to be partially false, and some of them might just be true. But this is just sort of what word on the street is right now. I am having weird problems. Okay, I'm gonna go back to pen and paper. I'll figure out my rolling tables in here later. Would someone do me the honor of rolling a d20?
Oh, just a d20, huh?
A d20, yes.
80-20.
Whoever.
I got it. I'm doing it. Bam.
Wow.
Hey.
Good number. Good number.
It's gonna be the best I roll all night.
Good number.
And 7 to 9. I feel like I may have jumped the gun on these. I don't think there are rumors for this area, actually.
No rumors.
Could that be why the table was
not working. That is very possible. Okay, my apologies. I seem to have jumped the gun on that particular thing. Are there really not rumors for here?
Maybe
No,
we have
there's not.
to reconnoiter first.
reconnoiter?
Well, I'll at least give you guys what you rolled here. So what you got is that the Gnomon centaurs bury their dead in strange boneyards in the Dunesward. There's probably lots of treasure buried with them. Too bad the places are swarming with undead centaurs.
Oh.
That is the rumor that you guys hear. Although that might be for much further west for some reason.
Definitely go there now because we're leveled for that encounter. Likely.
Yeah, you guys are ready for undead centaurs.
And
Hey,
Centaur sounds like a fun fight.
honestly, 2 of you guys are centaurs already. It sounds like so.
Yes. True.
That is true.
Okay, I will investigate the rumors between sessions. So that might not be relevant to you guys for some time, but
No worries.
I will investigate that later. Sorry, there's a section of rumors labeled Western Stolen Lands, and I'm like, this is the West, baby. I'm there.
Well, we're on the Eastern Stolen Lands, right?
Oh, excuse me, I meant Eastern.
Yes.
I meant Eastern. There is
Okay.
a section called Western, but I shouldn't roll that one because that's not where you are. Eastern.
True.
I see.
Anyways.
All right, well. Sleep the night away?
Yep, think so.
All right. Yeah, and like I said, you guys are in a town, so we're not even going to do camping just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so you find a pretty nice inn. It's a little bit of money, but I'm not gonna make you pay for inns. At least not right now.
Just calculate at the end of the session and we'll take it out of our...
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh. Advance the world clock. One day.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Okay.
Oath Day.
Oath day. Best day of the week. Alright, 2 more actions.
Oath Day?
Yeah, 2 more actions.
Southwest.
Let's ride.
I mean, we still need to go straight west, right? So we don't
we
have to
gotta go
cross
west.
those mountains,
Oh,
presumably.
okay.
No, we don't want to go south. We want to go west.
Wait, where are we headed again?
Somewhere over like
Out-
here.
Out this way.
I don't know,
Out
this
there,
direction,
okay.
generally speaking.
Well,
I was
there was
thinking we were headed,
something
like, down
straight
here for
west
some
first,
reason.
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
the-
the
Yeah.
outpost.
Oleg's outpost was west, and then
Okay.
if we go west and hit Oleg's outpost, and then cut south
South,
or
I
southwest, depending on how,
Mm-hmm.
depending on if it's here or like way over here.
Yeah, I think we just follow the road west for now.
Sounds
Let's
good.
do it. Spam.
Or maybe we're swimming down the river. Who knows?
All right.
Yeah,
Could be.
rapids.
Another pretty uneventful tile here.
All right.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Keep
Just,
What is it?
Yeah, when you guys step on a tile with stuff on it, I will
Or
let
is
you know
it?
about it.
Got it.
Just don't
cornfields.
trust.
Unless I
We-
don't, unless I don't feel like it. All right. So for instance, this there's a series of waterfalls here.
Oh.
There are 5 cascades over the course of a mile.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah,
But there's
very
secret
nice.
tunnels behind those waterfalls.
Nice. So what about sort of, because obviously we can kind of like see tiles around us and like stuff in the distance. Can we see like whatever that is?
Yeah, so I can give you. You won't be able to see super good, but I can at least sort of give you maybe like an overview.
Yeah,
And also, this probably goes without saying. I'm gonna need a little bit of patience with this map because I've not memorized everything on this map, and I don't know where you guys will
had, I would be disturbed.
go. Yeah, right. That's a really big thing.
Yeah.
So, what you see down there? You see. Again, you guys are pretty far away. You got to keep in mind these tiles are pretty big, right? You're crossing
Yeah.
almost like one a day. So it looks like some sort of wooden fortification.
Okay. That was our second move, though, our second activity. So we're gonna have to
I'm gonna chill.
You guys are
chill
gonna
for the
have
night
to
camp.
stay the night. If you dare.
I don't like when you giggle like that. Okay.
So let's talk about camping.
Yes.
So, like I said before, we're gonna do just one for a week. So this will be your one, and these bonuses will carry forward for a week. Basically, you are going to get an opportunity to do one camp activity each, and I wrote up a journal entry explaining them. So hopefully, when I share this with you guys, I'm just going to make you all owners. So you should see a new journal entry. There's a camping folder, and within it is camping activities. Hopefully you guys can see that.
All right. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. So right now you guys have access to 10 activities. I'm just going to go over them really quick, really high level. If you want sort of the more meaty details, you can look in here. Or if you just want to look yourself, you can see them here. Okay. So your first option, you can camouflage the campsite. This, basically, you make a stealth roll, and depending on your roll, you can make it less likely that you are going to get a random encounter. I'm going to be rolling random encounters day to day. I also just realized I forgot to roll the weather for you guys. It's normal.
Nice.
Was that exciting? I was
That is
excited.
very exciting.
Oh, but it is snowing.
Oh.
It's a little bit of snow. Not like heavy
Alright.
snowfall or anything, but like, you know when when you look outside and you go, oh my gosh, it's snowing. It's kind of like that. It's just sort of a light little dusting. Anyways, getting back to camping activities. Camouflage decreases the odds of you getting a random encounter. I'm going to roll those every night for you guys. The next thing you can do, you can cook a basic meal. You make a survival check or a cooking lore check. And you get sort of different bonuses based on how well you do. The standard bonus is a +1 status bonus to all saving throws. Yeah, basically that's it. If you get a crit success, you get bonus to all saving throws. You recover extra hit points when on a crit success.
Okay.
Cooking a special meal is another thing you can do. This is another mechanic we maybe can take or leave. I have a huge list of special recipes that you guys can cook. So this basically lets you cook them. The catch is that you guys need to know the recipes. Right now, you do not know any recipes. So,
It's great.
I love the discovering special meal next action because you have to be trained in cooking lore.
yes,
Who's
you do need to be trained in cooking lore.
Great
How
question.
do you get trained in cooking lore?
You can take the
Yeah, level
additional
up, baby.
lore feat.
Yeah.
When you get a
Somebody's
skill
just gonna
feat.
have to be a personal chef for the whole.
I'm more
crew.
upset that the basic meal and the special meal both take 2 hours to prepare. Like,
basically, all the camping activities are going to take 2 hours.
is it
Yeah, it seems
is
like
it really
everything's
that
just-
it's
special
pretty
if it takes the
standard.
same amount of time as a basic?
Well, so the special thing, you need special ingredients as well is another thing.
Yeah.
With them, depending on... That's another one that I'm kind of like, I don't think we're going to track ingredients, really. But it's a fun flavor thing. So also with the special meals, you might be able to buy them in a town, maybe, or you might be able to find them as, like, loot, if you adventure somewhere where it's appropriate for you to find it. That's a system, you know, we can kind of play that system by ear. Obviously, you guys already looked a little bit at Discover Special Meal. You basically roll and you can get one of the sort of standard special meals.
Okay.
Hunt and Gather, this is sort of what we alluded to earlier. You basically make a check against the zone DC. So each zone is going to have a different DC for sort of like setting up camp and living off the land. So you make a hunting lore or survival check, and based on that, you can get food for cooking and all that kind of good stuff. The next thing is you can learn from a companion. Each companion has a special downtime activity. If they are with you, you can make this check to try to learn their activity so you can do it even when they are not actively adventuring out with you. It's a perception check. A lot of them do have other requirements that you need to meet in order to learn it from them. I have those written down somewhere on my end, so if you try to do it and you can't, I will let you know.
Okay.
The next part is Organize Watch. This is basically you're setting up Night Watch to make sure you don't get ambushed in the middle of the night. It's written as giving you a status bonus to perception checks. I think it makes more sense if this is basically just like, not only do you get to be like armed and ready and wake everyone up, but this probably translates most directly to a bonus to initiative if you end up in a random encounter.
To be fair, perception is usually used for initiative.
Yeah, right. That's kind of why I'm thinking that makes sense. It's worded kind of weird. I read it and I was like, I feel like this doesn't do anything. So that's sort of my interpretation. Your next option is Provide Aid. You basically just help someone else with their camping activity. I don't really have a whole lot else to add to that one. Relax is a personal favorite. You basically just... you gain a +1 to the next activity you make.
Oh. Nice.
Next check you make in order to resolve a camping activity. Yeah. Yeah, so you kind of just do nothing, but you get a +1. Next check you make in order to resolve... It's a little confusingly worded. We might need to...
If something else happens during the camping activity, then you get a bonus.
That's weird, though, but you only do one thing per camping. Let's translate this to, you get a plus... Someone else can get that +1. That's just aid, though.
That is aid. You only do 1 2-hour period during the camping?
Maybe, do you get multiple?
Most of these seem like you would get multiple. That and then, well, maybe not the aid one, I guess. But.
Oh, it might depend on you, because you also need to set up camp, which is something I will look up in a moment. There we go. Okay. And then the last one is tell campfire story. You basically tell a campfire story to everyone. And depending on how well you do, you can sort of give a little bonus to everyone. So you'll give a bonus on, like, skill checks, saving throws, attack rolls, if there are any combats, like if there's a random encounter at that campsite or whatever.
What's the roll for that one?
Performance.
Thank you.
Performance. Okay.
Just says
Oh, there it is. Performance check.
camping activities are each undertaken by a single PC and each takes 2 hours to complete. Multiple PCs can perform their chosen camping activity simultaneously, but no two PCs may attempt the same camping activity at the same time. Once any PC has achieved at least a success on a particular camping activity, that activity cannot be attempted again by any PC until the next camping session. The PCs can take up to 4 camping activities each day as long as they aren't fatigued and as long as there's enough time in the day before watches begin.
Boy, 4's a lot.
That's 8 hours, huh?
Yeah. I guess 8 hours of travel, 8 hours of
8 hours.
camp activities, 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
All right, cool. I stand by my decision to make this a weekly.
Yes.
It does say...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it does say camping activities increase the risk of attracting a random encounter. So maybe that's why, like, the more activities you do, because it says at the end of each hour that anyone in the party undertakes a camping activity, you do the check. You do the encounter DC check.
Okay, so let's call that, like, each round, right? So, okay, we're going to do one set of camping activities. Everyone goes, I'll roll a random encounter. And if you want to do another one, you can, but I'll roll another one after that. Does that sound about right?
It's weird that this is specifically each hour, and camping activities all take 2 hours, but
whatever. We're let's just do 2 hours then.
Okay.
Because again, it's annoying otherwise. The other thing that I actually forgot about is you do need to roll to set up your camp. So this is just a... Let me roll for this. This is a survival check. And the DC is going to depend on the zone you guys are in. So I have a little table that'll tell me what your DC is right now. Oh, you guys are already out of the first zone. How exciting. So if someone would be so kind as to make me a survival check, we'll see how you do.
Yeah, I wonder who that's going to be. Do you want me to roll this blind or public?
No, roll public.
All right.
You'll know if your camp sucks or not.
I would say it's
Suck.
a pretty freaking good campsite.
Yeah, you find the perfect spot for a camp. Flat checks to determine encounters at the campsite for the next 24 hours have a DC 2 higher than normal. So when I'm rolling for a random encounter, it's 10% less likely.
Heck yeah.
And the first 2 hours spent performing camping activities does not incur the usual flat check for random encounters.
Why does it do every hour for a random encounter?
I don't know. Do you want to do 2 random encounters every time you try to do a camping activity? No, you don't. That's insane.
That's
would
crazy.
Be miserable. 1 per set even feels a little excessive if we're being honest. But fine. 1 per set. Well, and again, if it sucks and it's like, wow, we're getting no random encounters, we can play with the numbers there.
Okay.
But let's just do that for now. So right now, you guys actually get to do your first set for free without fear of random encounters, so that's exciting.
And I will camouflage campsite.
Alright.
So I just roll a stealth?
Yes, and so this is against the zone DC again. Why did I close that journal entry?
You probably put together some. I guess we're going to be doing this once every 7 days.
21.
21.
That is a success. So the encounter DC for your camp is increased by 1.
Alright.
So right now it's +3 essentially because the critical success on setting up camp gave it +2, and so you have now made it +3.
I can sure aid someone.
So
You also tell a campfire story.
You know what else? I think, since this is how we're going to do it now, I think someone can forego doing one of these camping activities themselves to ask a companion to do their camping activity.
That sounds
so
good.
Right now, you guys have access to Lindsay, Valerie, and Jathal.
Jathal. What are their activities?
Well... Hang on, I have a journal entry for this as well. So Lindsay can bolster confidence. Her enthusiasm inspires everyone around her. Checks on all other camping activities while Lindsay does so get a +1 circumstance bonus.
Nice.
Jathal does something very creepy that you can find out about later. And then Valerie can take some time to maintain the group's armor and fix broken shields. One PC chooses a suit of armor or a broken shield. If the PC chooses a suit of armor, the armor gives you temporary hit points equal to half your level during the next encounter it's worn. They expire at the end of the next encounter or after 24 hours. And if you choose a broken shield, she will restore it to full HP.
Nice.
And both Lindsay's and Valerie's will get better as they level up.
And if we wanted to learn one of those, how does that work?
You talk to them. There's a you basically make a perception check to sort of have them teach you. Most of them also do have a special, what's the word I'm looking for here? A special sort of criteria that needs to be met. I don't seem to have those written down right now. But I think I can find these. There it is. Okay. One moment. So a lot of them require proficiency in a certain skill. So I'll use Lindsay as an example. If you wanted to use Lindsay's, you need to be an expert in performance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, actually, almost all of these are like that. Some of them, basically it's a skill. Some of them also require worshipping a certain deity.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So can you give me an idea of what the plan is for the eating aspect of camping? Are you like, because part of, like, at least 4 of these, I guess, are specific to meals. One of which is hunt and gather, which really only feels like it applies if you need to gather resources in order to be able to cook meals.
Yeah. Basically, my thought was, I'm not gonna bother you with how many rations do you have. Let's track your food intake and make sure you're eating food. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that.
Okay.
I think hunt and gather, cook basic meal, and cook special meal are all going to basically interlink together.
Okay.
I guess also discover special meal. Basically, you would need to hunt and gather to get the materials to cook a basic meal.
Okay, so we just
Or a
basically
special
need to...
meal.
Yeah, we would just, at that point, need to be keeping track of how much materials we had in order to be able to cook those types of meals.
Yeah, this is another system that I feel like we might end up playing with.
Okay.
It might be in our best interest to just say, you can always cook a basic meal, and then special meals we'll kind of deal with one by one, and maybe hunt and gather is kind of just pushed off to the side for now. Tracking ingredients does seem like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. We could. It doesn't have to be like, I guess, every ingredient, right? Like, we could make it where if you're hunting and gathering, you collect X number of special ingredients and X number of basic ingredients, meaning X number of special meals can be made and X number of regular meals could be made, sort of thing.
Sure. I think that's a good compromise for now, at least. And if it becomes cumbersome, we can revisit it.
Okay. So then I think I will just I think Dex will just hunt and gather then. I mean, he has a bow anyways.
Okay. Give me that survival roll.
You got it. Can I use tracker's goggles for this because it is track?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. It will not let me turn that on, so I'm just going to add a +1.
Fair enough. Whew, man, you're rolling rocks. That is a success.
All right.
So you find number basic equal to the zone's DC. Okay, I guess I'm just giving this away now. So you find 15 basic ingredients, and that's a lot. See, this is why I'm like, that's stupid. Whatever. And you also find 2 special ingredients.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's it.
Kai's relaxing.
Ooh, nice.
Chilling.
Still no... Oh, okay, right. To the next activity, because now you can actually do that. Okay, nice. Guy relaxes. Taenn. Oh, no. And Javier?
No, he camouflaged.
Javier count.
He came
Yeah, that's
flush.
right. Thank you. I was like, I thought he did something. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bad at basically everything, so
It's good. It's good to be back.
Yep. Yep. Same character.
Survival is this campaign's mysticism.
Yeah. Apparently.
I could let a companion do something, or do we get less random encounters if I just don't do something? There's something to do with like how many actions
seem
we
like
take
it.
versus.
I don't think so.
I mean, this first one's free anyways,
Yeah,
right?
first one is free anyways. I think as long as people are doing camping activities, because it's all kind of happening at the same 2 hours. You know what I mean? It's not like Aaron goes, then Caleb goes, then Abe goes. It's like you guys are all doing these things at the same time. Yeah, you could definitely ask one of your companions to do something.
Yeah. The Lindsay one, everybody already went. Are we doing anything else after this? Would Lindsay be helpful? I guess Caleb's trying to get a +1. So she could work.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so you sort of give Lindsay a little nudge, and she, oh yes, and she goes and she just starts cheering everyone on. In the case of Aaron, who's hunting very quietly, every time you hit a shot, yes. Okay. And this is where I would roll an encounter, but since we critically succeeded our camp, there's no chance of getting caught yet. Would you like to do another round? Or would you like to just get on your way?
I don't have anything particular I want to do
Yeah.
currently.
Okay. That's totally fine. We can just get back out there.
So your relax was for nothing? I thought you were like preparing for something.
Oh, I was gonna, if we're gonna do more. If we're not gonna do more, then whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Just in the, I'm just like reading through the basic rules of camping because there's so much on this page. It says specifically, okay, so once you're done with camping activities, everybody eats, and you're supposed to essentially call out like what you're eating, I guess. And then the resting specifically says during the period you check for random encounters once every 4 hours. So if, for instance, we decided to not do all of our camping activities and presumably sleep for 12, that would be 3 random encounters at night instead of 2 if we slept for 8.
There's so many goddamn random encounters. I think the way to go is each round of camping activities incurs a chance for random encounter, and maybe I do another one just when you all sleep. So
There'd have to be multiple while we sleep, because otherwise there's not much benefit in us doing all of these activities,
Right.
because most of them are related to random encounters.
right, but you are also, they're gonna they'll count all week, so that's at least 7 nights, right?
That's true. They count all week.
Because
That's
I
fair.
am gonna roll random encounters each night, even if you're not doing camping activities.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I
I
think-
see.
Yeah.
That's fair then. Yeah.
So let me roll. So you basically did the first set of camping activities for free, and I will roll one for sleeping.
Well, actually, really realizing how it works, I think I might want to tell a campfire story then.
Oh, okay, go for
If
it.
people want to do anything else during this session.
Yeah, I'll do I'll attempt to organize a watch also. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Kai is going to, in her people voice, since certain people are around, she's going to tell the story of Dex killing that giant that just happened a couple days ago.
Good story.
And I should have a +1 for relaxing.
I see. So
Bam. Not bad. 18.
That is a success.
Nice.
now that we know the DC for the zone.
Yes.
You also get Lindsay bonus, right?
Oh, yes. Unless it's the same type as relaxing.
Circumstance. I don't know what Lindsay's bonus was.
Pretty sure hers was status.
Oh, nice.
But I will double check that.
Okay,
Bolster
so
confidence. Oh, it is a circumstance bonus as well. My apologies.
That day.
It's
just
okay, you
clarify,
succeeded.
and I
Yeah.
think this is because I'm just really trying to understand like the whole camping mechanic,
Yes. Mhm.
because it is this whole thing.
Yes, it is.
Essentially, we can all choose from these 10 activities to do them. Once anybody succeeds at an activity, that activity can no longer be done for the rest of the camping session. Session.
Yep.
Which means, in effect, if we were to do all 10 of these, that's only 2.5 rounds of camping activities. Like, so
You can relax as many times as you want.
you can relax as many times as you want.
Yeah, it specifically calls out and relax.
But what would be the
nice.
point of relaxing multiple if it's just to give you a +1 to the next check?
Well, like 2 of you could relax while 2 of you did an activity. And then the next time, 2 people could relax while 2 people do
I see what you're
separate
saying.
activities.
And we can fail
succeed on them.
stuff and
We can
aid
fail
each other.
stuff.
So
Okay.
You also
Everybody
do get
relaxes
your,
multiple times in a row.
Yeah.
you
builds
get
up
your
+1s.
companions to do stuff as well.
Also that, yeah.
But that
I don't
is-
have those listed on there right now.
Yeah. I'm just like, that's the limitation factor, right?
Yes.
Like, we can only do each of these so many times. And you're going to roll each time we choose to do one set of a 2-hour activity.
Right.
And then while we're sleeping, you're rolling once every 4 hours for an encounter. Does that sound
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then. We don't need to heal, but I don't think Dex is going to cook a basic meal. Because that's really all it gives us.
Yeah.
We're all at max hit points.
Doesn't
Can't
the
cook a
basic
special
meal, doesn't it
Can't-
give you a +1 status bonus on saving throws?
It does.
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah, put a DC 22 survival check.
Easy.
Pretty high? Pretty high?
That's incredibly high.
But you will notice that doesn't scale.
somebody could try to help you.
That is
Oh
also
yeah, you
true.
can aid. Is providing aid. You can do it as many times as you want. Circumstance bonuses granted by provide aid do not stack. Okay.
Yeah, you can provide aid as many times as you want during a camping session. But remember, circumstance bonuses granted by provide aid do not stack.
All right. Well, I can try to cook a basic meal, and we can see how that goes.
What's the
What's the
what's
check?
the skill check for
Provide aid?
provide aid? Yeah.
I think the
Decided
issue
by the
is...
GM.
God fucking damn it.
It's probably normally the same one used, unless you have a good excuse as to why it's a different one.
So you think it would be the DC 22?
Oh, the DC...
Well, it says DC 20.
Okay.
So that says DC 20, but they actually did change aid to the typical DC being 15.
Okay.
I imagine that would be reflected in this if it were updated
Honestly?
to match.
I think it makes sense for it to be the camp DC.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So
Oh, yeah, I
we'll
think
call it
that's fair.
15 here. The issue I will say, though, is it's a circumstance bonus, right? Which is what Lindsay's already giving.
Oh, her thing was to camping actions? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you crit succeed, you can get a +2 off it.
Also true. If you crit fail, you'll get a -1. That's 15. You'd need to roll really bad.
Yeah.
If you crit fail and we have Lindsay's also, doesn't Lindsay's just override it?
They cancel out.
They cancel out? You don't just take the better one?
No, because one's a circumstance bonus and one's a circumstance penalty.
If you roll a crit success, you wouldn't get +3.
Correct.
It's true, because they're both the circumstance bonuses.
Yeah.
If
You
it's
can,
crit
you can
fail,
have both a circumstance penalty and a circumstance bonus. That would be like if you were off guard in combat, but you raised your shield. Now you have a +2 to AC total instead of just a 0.
I'm not going to cook a basic meal.
Dang.
Javier's gonna organize a watch. How about that?
Nice.
So we'll do a perception check. Or attempt to.
15 on the dot. That's a success, baby.
Alright.
Alright, so that is...
+1 to perception checks made during their shift on watch.
Yes, sir.
Alright. I will take first watch.
Okay, I'm gonna sleep.
You got to roll for that?
Nope.
Interesting.
I already told my
yeah.
campfire story. It's time to sleep.
Just relaxing.
Did anyone else want to do anything? I think Taenn and Dex still have.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna cook right. I don't think I'm gonna cook right now. So I think that like wraps up anything I would do for camping activity wise.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you relax while I'm telling a campfire story, you get additional benefits. Granted, I should have waited and told the campfire story after people relaxed if they chose to relax.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We'll
You
get
do
this
get
system
bonuses.
figured out. Don't you
Figure it out.
worry.
Yeah.
We'll optimize.
Our first Starfinder combat was literally session 1, and it took an hour and 40 minutes of our 2.5 hour session.
Really?
Yes.
So what you're saying is camping is the starship combat of this.
Yes.
This already seems better.
yeah, so if you relax while I'm telling a campfire story, if we got a regular success, everybody gets a +1 bonus to attack roll, saving throws, and skill checks during combat at the campsite. If you relax, you get a +2 instead.
Oh.
That's
If it's a
pretty
crit
cool.
success, you get like a single re-roll that you can do during the combat. But I didn't crit succeed yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yet. I will at some point.
I believe
At some
you.
point. Cool.
Okay. I mean, if there's nothing you want to do, we can just move right along.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
I say we all
so-
sleep.
Fair enough. So I'm going to roll once for doing all the camping activities, and then twice for your sleepy time.
That sounds correct.
Okay. And you guys have +3 to the encounter DC.
Yes.
So I need to roll that number. Okay. So we actually are having a random encounter. How exciting.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Actually, this is cool. So while you guys are wrapping up your second batch of camping activities, you sort of hear from the woods. You hear barking. Actually, you hear some dogs. And one sort of kind of runs close to your camp and then sort of gets scared, like they didn't expect to see all of you here. And then shortly thereafter, you see a group of hunters kind of step out, and they sort of approach your camp a little bit cautiously, and they kind of call out, "Hail, hail, friends! Are you new to the region?"
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
We're just exploring.
Oh, well, good on you. Sorry, I lost control of my dog a little bit there. We're hunting in the area. We don't want any trouble.
Can you tell us anything about the area?
Oh, certainly. And they will mention. Let me see if I can find something fun. Okay, yeah, here. Actually, due west. There's an unassuming little hut. Blink and you'll miss it. But there's a man there. I think his name is Rockin. No, Bakken. Bakken is his name. But he's a strange one. But he brews a mean potion. If you need to refuel, I would definitely recommend checking him out.
Wow. Thanks for the intel. That's great.
Of course, take care. Take care, and they'll be on their way.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, some encounters are just good. Great.
Yeah. Some are neutral. All right, so that was that one. And nada. Okay, cool. So, nothing else. The rest of the evening is quiet. The snow continues the next morning.
Okay.
I like the weather.
It's fun.
I don't know why, but I like it.
I think it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, I
cool.
had-
It's snowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see? Good one. Oh, hang on. Almost forgot the world clock. Plus 1 day.
Fire day.
Fire day. I'm in love.
I feel like they kind of phoned it in on that one.
Yep.
I mean, I think this is genuinely how our stupid names of the Pathfinder days of the week
Yeah.
came to
And
be.
months.
Actually, those were months,
Junior
I
day.
suppose, more. Yeah, January.
Man, I need like a hover my mouse over a hex and then it has like a hex ID so that I can write notes about individual hexes.
Okay, what's bothering me is I have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I want to, like...
You can probably reveal them if you wanted to.
That's what I tried to do, but it didn't work. Here, like, let me... I will try one more time. The tile right behind you. I'm just going to set it to... everything. Bam. Now, if you mouse over it, does it say anything?
Nope.
No.
No. Let me try one more thing. What if I map it? What about now?
No.
No. Okay.
All the mice moving around.
Yeah. Does it have like a label? If you're on the drawing tools, can you select the label and like reveal it?
On the drawing tools. No, it's literally like a pop-up next to it.
Oh. Weird. I don't know.
It's so cool. I don't know. Oh. I think I know what this is. I think I know what it is. In your token controls. 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4 up from the bottom. There's the thing that toggle hex controls.
Oh my gosh.
Turn that on.
Yes.
Where is this?
Hex number 1.24. The Rossland hinterlands. The
Let's
terrain is
go.
plain and the travel is open terrain.
Let's go. Okay, yes.
Wait, where do I change this?
And the
It's-
left bar, token
Oh.
controls, you want to click on your guy, and then there's one that says toggle
okay.
hex controls.
Oh,
for
you can
it.
also
you.
turn off
Turn off
the
the zone
boundaries.
Yeah.
That's so much better.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, man,
Oh, it even tells you when there's things.
does
Like-
it?
Yeah, mousing over the one with the village, it says chaotic neutral village 1, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
I thought there
that,
wasn't
that
an
is
alignment,
what that
but
means. Yeah, villages have alignments. Nothing else in this game has alignments, but settlements do.
weird. And
It's
a bridge.
because this is from first edition.
Yeah.
Now, my one concern is, can you guys see details
Yeah.
about tiles you've not been on? Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't think we can see.
We can't see anything other than the terrain, though, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
just
say
the
anything
terrain
else.
and the region.
That is okay. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
So
it
we
doesn't,
can-
it doesn't show like.
Yeah, we can see what the zone is called, which is maybe more than you want, but other than that, it seems...
I don't think any of the zones are a spoiler inherently.
Okay.
It also seems
Okay.
like you'd be able to tell that just as like, you know, in character, you'd be able to look and be like, oh, there's
Look at a map.
hills there.
Yeah, right. I think it's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. That seems reasonable.
Did you guys want to
Nice.
reconnoiter this area since there were some crazy waterfalls?
We can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Alex does.
It's dying to reconnoiter.
Yeah.
All right. Does reconnoitering require a roll? I hope not.
I hope it's a freaking survival check.
Recon.
It's gotta be, right?
There it is. No, actually.
0, 0 through 1029.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so we can mark this hex as reconnoitered. Well, okay, we can once you move your party thing off of it.
Just
Move
move our
back.
Yeah.
There we go. So exploration status is reconnoitered. Reconnoitered. Yes, I said that right.
Nice.
Cool. So now you should be able to see its explored status as reconnoitered.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's so weird. Reconnoitered.
Yeah.
Why that word? Whatever.
I don't know. Technically, there is another one that is mapped. After reading it probably 10 times, mapped seems useless. I don't know why it is its own thing. It's like, you're less likely to get lost on it.
Is that a thing?
Not really. Like, okay. I think, for instance, like, there is, now that you've reconnoitered it, you know that you could climb these waterfalls for some reason. I don't think there's even anything at the top of them, but you could climb them. I think if you mapped it, maybe it would be easier to climb them. That doesn't even make sense, though. Like, when you have an accurate map of the hex, the DC of any check to navigate that hex is reduced by 2. So maybe it's supposed to be like, you know, there's like a really dangerous, treacherous path somewhere.
Yeah, if there's like a river we needed to ford or something.
Yeah, and if you map it, that's slightly easier.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I could see that.
So, I guess now that we're already talking about it, once you reconnoiter an area, you can map an area. Which does that. It basically just is one more step above. But for right now, I don't think we need to worry about it. There's really not much else on the Crooked Falls, unfortunately.
No worries.
So I'm fine not charging you guys for that action, because there's really, really nothing here.
No, I think you got to hold us to it.
Okay, alright. You're one down then. I hope you're happy.
Did we want to go due west, find that little hut, or just follow the road?
Well, I think we still need to go due west anyways to find the outpost, right? Like, it was straight west.
Okay.
I assume it's on the road. It's got to be on the road.
I assume it's beyond the road as well.
Oh, so I guess we could go up a little bit here.
Unless we want to try to find this hut.
Well, maybe we can come back that way.
1.22.
If you taking hex notes, Alex?
Yep.
Okay. I will not do it also.
You can also. I'll probably miss things at some point.
Stay on
he
the
would
road
never.
then.
Where are you guys taking notes at, by the way?
In my personal journal page.
Obsidian.
I still can't use the group journal. I was going to bring that up later.
Oh. Would you like me to just give everyone full permissions on that journal?
On the party journal?
Yeah. I thought about
Yeah.
doing it earlier, but I wanted to ask just in case.
Feel free. That was
Okay.
kind of the goal of it, so we could just keep track.
Yeah.
Because I know there's going to be a ton of information in this campaign in general.
Yep.
Rather than us all having it in separate spots, just like putting it in one spot.
Yeah. So now everyone is owner of party journal. I see there's another one called journal.
That's mine.
That's yours. Okay, I will leave that then.
I mean, you can give everybody viewing permission of it or owner. It doesn't really matter. You can,
No.
whatever percentage. I have some stuff in there that we might want to copy over at some point. So
I'm gonna
I'll
make
just
you
leave
a
it with you right now,
hexes
Caleb.
file, Alex. I'm gonna make you a hexes spot.
While you guys work on that, that is your second action. We're not doing camping again. And so I'm just going to roll you twice for sleeping.
Yeah, you still hitting us with random encounters?
Yes. So
Okay,
you
cool.
are getting 2 per evening.
That was
Oh,
my
okay.
That was my only concern. Was like, are
Yes.
we missing out on? Okay, cool.
Now, I'm still
So
rolling them.
are you
Go ahead.
maintaining the bonus that we had from
Yes.
our previous camping activity? So we're always
For
going to have
instance.
that plus until we hit an encounter?
until we rest again.
Until
Or
you camp again.
So we're basically setting up the camp exactly the same each time. And doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Which is fair.
it's a little weird, but I think it's better than going through all the camping rigmarole.
There's a lot of activities you can do every time.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
it's kind of like a this is the standing camping activity for the week. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like picking an exploration activity.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, for instance, you would have had 2 encounters here, but since you bumped the encounter DC by 3, you actually get 0 encounters here.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, hopefully
Maybe
nice.
Probably nice. There should be tons of chances for XP.
Presumably, we're also going to be doing the same set of camping activities that we previously did because they're going to be most effective at achieving what we want to achieve anyways.
Yeah.
So I think that's a perfectly appropriate way to handle camping.
Okay. Cool.
That seems good to me.
All right, great. We'll stick with it, and again, if we change our mind, we can always revisit it. The snow continues to fall, and the temperature has dropped quite a bit. It's actually getting very chilly.
Ooh.
It still looks like it's fire day, though.
Oh no.
You got me. I started just getting lazy. I just marked it on a notepad.
All right, given the turn in weather,
There we go.
Javier will suggest we just make haste to the trading post.
Yep, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yep. Weast.
Weast it is.
East. From there, actually, you can see in this hex, sort of southwest of you, you see a small hut.
Oh,
Ah,
here it is.
there's the hut.
Well, we could probably catch that hut on our way back down south, presumably, right? If we
Yeah,
need
we
to.
can detour back if we need to.
Yeah.
So maybe let's mark hex 1.21 as having the hut. Hex Master, Alex.
Something else I think you guys can do. If you... Well, I don't know
not
how visible this is.
1.21.
What happens if you got... Can you guys double-click on a hex? This
It's
might
not
just
doing
be
anything.
me, actually. Yeah, that makes
It won't
sense.
pull
'cause
anything up.
I'm literally editing the hexes when I do that. Okay, that's too bad. You could also mark them, like, literally with text.
Yeah, we can.
Maybe. I'm just thinking out loud of things that might be easy for you.
I can mark it as a hut.
Oh, just put a... I see.
Yeah, just, like, literally just put something on it, maybe.
I bet we could also...
You might could put, like, well...
Let's see if
Suck,
this
'cause
works.
There's already a journal entry on there, but it's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to do that, but man...
Oh! What if I do...
I think this is fine. A combination of this and having it in the Hex's journal.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay.
fine.
Well, we'll figure stuff out as we go.
Weast.
Weast!
Alright. So that's another 2. Let me roll your encounters. Ooh, that's an encounter, baby. Ooh, okay. Alright, let me pull us into a random encounter. Okay, this... Let's see. Okay, this should work. Okay, nice. So I'm just going to place you guys on here. So while you all are bedding down for the night, you know, it's getting late. Let me switch this music up. This isn't right. Need something a little more intense. I guess the real problem is I'm going to need to dynamically find light music.
There's not like a folder for combat music.
Just general playlists? Music?
Yeah, there's probably combat in there.
Combat, yep. Got it.
That's what Abomination Vault has.
That makes sense. But yeah, so you all are bedding down for the night when you see 3 bandits emerge from the woods. Probably emerge over here.
3, really 3. There's 4 of us. 3 guys. Count.
They thought they had the drop on you. Yeah, so give me initiative if you would be so kind.
You got it.
Everybody should now have a scouting bonus for initiative rolls.
Yep.
I guess
Not in there, I'm not gonna.
I shouldn't
Didn't
be
really help me.
using stealth for this.
Probably not, since they are attempting to sneak up on you.
Yeesh. Okay.
Oh, and we have a...
You also do get a +1 bonus because of Abe's,
Oh, the watch.
Yes.
Was that a status bonus or was that a circumstance? Does anybody remember?
Circumstance.
Okay, then you also have a status bonus from me. From the story I told.
Alright. So everyone gets a +2. I will update those of you where it matters, which is actually several of you.
Nice.
+2. There's that. Okay. So let us begin the encounter. Javier! This is appropriate because you are the first, since you are on watch,
Awesome.
you are the first
Checks
to notice
out.
these bandits sneaking out of the woods.
So the campfire story is giving me a +1 to attack
Basically everything.
and save. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Attack, skill checks, and saving throws.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, I think Javier's gonna go get in these guys' business.
By the way, here's what these guys look like.
Oh yeah.
Look at those rainbow arrows.
I know.
Nice.
Happy Pride, everyone.
That's a big arrowhead. Like, it seems really inefficient, actually.
Yeah, the perspective maybe is a little messed up on that. But that's fine.
All right. I think Javier is gonna move, get up in there,
Alright.
and we'll try to strike these guys.
Alright.
Well, actually, that was 10. 'Cause I should try to get some panache here, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess
Panache.
instead of just moving to there, I'll do an extra 5 or 10, 15. So yeah, he should be able to tumble through to here,
Okay.
through this guy's. Well, attempt to.
Yeah. Give me the acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics, and I should get my +1 on this,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but it's not currently giving it to me. Okay,
Yeah, I changed the effect. You'll have to probably reapply it to yourself.
I should get another +1 to this also, because it's a skill check.
Yeah, so you get a status bonus from me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 22.
Yeah. 22, and that is against their reflex DC. That is a success.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we will, we'll upgrade maybe before next time. We'll see. We can talk about it after session.
Yep.
No worries. Alright, I guess I didn't have my sword and shield out, which I would have had. My bad.
If you were on watch, you would have your weapons
Yes.
drawn. Everyone else maybe does not, but...
Alright. Then we'll go for the strike.
Alright.
And I gotta remember to turn off finisher. Alright, there we go. Right. Oh, yes!
my god. I mean, yeah, that's a crit, baby.
And I forgot to target, sorry. The guy directly south of him.
Luckily, you rolled a 20, so
Yes.
it's pretty obvious that it was gonna hit.
Alright, so I gotta hit... I haven't done critical yet. I gotta hit critical button.
Were you finishing?
Huh?
Were you finishing?
No.
Ah, sad day.
Does it reapply panache?
No, just
No.
it's a lot.
Just
Did
say
a
we
lot,
do
did a lot of damage.
Rat ton, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I think this has everything on it. Oh, dang.
Oh my god. Oh my
Jeez.
god.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. That man explodes. Oh my gosh.
Being hit with a slashing weapon still explodes.
Alright, let's go.
And then that's all 3, right?
That's all 3.
Alright. Taenn. You are woken up by the sound of combat.
I give you a nice... You got a nice boomerang alley going here.
I know, right? So channel elements,
Alright,
of course.
obviously.
And with that, I get my 1 action blast. I will target the front man. That's a 60-foot range, so he's within range.
Alright, that is a hit.
Roll that damage.
Alright.
And then we'll aerial boomerang. 60-foot line, right through there.
Perfect.
Right. Boomerang comes out. Measuring
Yeah.
to be moving. It's colliding with the wall over there. It goes that far, I guess. Those two
Oh,
guys.
sure. I mean, that works. Alright, so they have to make a reflex save.
DC
The
17.
First guy fails.
Cool.
I'm gonna move your boomerang so I can click on the guy
Oh, yeah.
beneath him.
Z
Oh,
should let you cycle this.
Z, I was about to say, I'm like, oh, there's a way to do it. And then the second guy succeeds. So the front guy, yeah, roll me the damage. So the front guy takes full and collapses to the ground. And the second guy takes half. Takes half. There we go.
This guy's made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not know what they were getting into. Dex, what you got?
Dex is gonna move over here behind this branch, and you know what we're doing. Doing the good old operative from Starfinder, use devised stratagem. We're gonna
See
target
it.
this man. Ugh. Get a good roll here.
Oh my
I'll
god.
say so.
Well, I will. I think I'm gonna take it.
You sure?
I think.
You could do better.
I really could, but I think I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alright.
Yeah, what is that indeed?
What does target has master armor class? Are you seeing that? Or am I
Yeah, I
just-
don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
I don't either. Are you targeting that guy?
Oh, he targeted
Oh.
the boomerang.
I think I targeted the boomerang.
Boomerang.
Freaking, you're stupid, boomerang, Alex.
Well,
That makes so
They
much
probably
more
should've-
sense.
should have been just past him, but that's a wall of trees, I guess.
Oh,
Honestly,
you know what?
it's
I
better
think-
that it landed in his space, because now he has to move or take damage at the end of his turn.
Well, I moved anyways. I
fine.
mean, yeah, that is a crit.
That's a crit?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Will that do it?
Well, let's see. How would you like to do this? These poor
I
guys.
think the boomerang's still just like spinning, but the arrow just flies through and pins this man to a tree right past the boomerang.
Woof. And that's all she wrote.
Kai looks
Arrow.
exasperated and says, "Why did I even wake up?" and flops back down on her bedroom.
Here's my question: does Kai say that every morning, or
Yeah, it's pretty frequent actually. Yeah. Nice job, everyone who wasn't me.
Man. If these are the caliber of bandits, then I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, they kind of fell over immediately.
All right. This morning it's still snowing. A lot of snow. But the temperature has gone back to. It's still cold, but it's not quite as cold as it was yesterday.
Okay.
A decent amount of accumulation at this point.
Yeah, no, it's really starting to pile up.
All right,
Luckily, it hasn't impacted your travels too much just yet.
Yeah.
let's go west.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. 12
12
miles.
miles. Wow.
It's a long ways.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh,
A little bit to the south, you see a small little trading post.
all right.
Oh.
Nice. 2 legs.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys. I have so much crap on my screen. Okay, so you head there, and let's see what happens. Sorry, I'm trying to find a description of this place. Here we go. Okay. So as you guys approach, there is a 10-foot high wooden palisade that surrounds what you can see as this trading post, and a sign out front identifies it as Oleg's trading post, in fact. There's a watchtower, remnants from the site's original use as a border fort, that rise at each corner of the stockade, each armed with a rundown catapult. It doesn't take long to identify that these catapults are well past their prime, and you're suspicious if they would even be able to fire. There's a single entrance into the palisade through a 30-foot wide wooden gate.
Well, we'll walk on through.
Right.
Yeah, it's open. Assuming it's open.
Yeah, of course. As you guys head through, you see there's a man who appears to be working on the roof of the main building, and then you hear a call from inside the building, and a woman runs out to greet you who looks like this.
No.
Does that work? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't get any feedback on mine, so I was like, did that? But she runs up, she says, "Oh, company, hello, welcome to Oleg's trading post. Oleg, we have visitors." You see the man kind of turns around from the top of the building, and the man looks like this.
Oh, he's
wow.
much more
Saturn.
dour than the woman.
But
He's had a rough life.
Yeah, he's not happy to be here. But he sort of turns back towards you guys, and he goes, "Yep," and then he goes back to fixing the roof.
Hello, we've heard you had some bandit problems. We're here to help.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, please, come in. I have beef and bread, and I just opened a bottle of wine. Please, come in.
Oh,
That sounds incredible.
And let me, you know what? Let me do a little configuration real quick. So now you guys should be able to toggle yourselves to the Stolen Lands map whenever you want.
Nice.
And then let me see, I'm pretty sure I have a map for this trading post. It's here. Here. Okay, yeah. Let me pull you guys in here. 3, 4. And then I will activate this. Actually, I wonder if I have music for this.
Nice.
I do have music for this! Of course I do! Music for frickin' everything.
That's so cool
Seriously.
that they just built everything out.
Dude, it's, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
so nice. It's so nice! It's a little slow to start the music, but that's okay. So yeah, let me give you sort of the land a little bit here. So sort of this area right in front of you right here, you see it's just kind of an open area. There's a nice There's 2 nice tables here right next to a fireplace. You can see this is sort of where the woman has started bringing out the stew and bread, and you can see there's an open bottle of wine already sitting there.
Nice.
Oh, I wonder if she has a token. Of course she does. There
Nice.
she is.
This is nice place you have here. How long have you been
Oh, thank you.
at this trading post?
We've only been here for a few years now. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Oleg? Yep.
Man, a few words.
Don't mind him. But yes, no, we settled out here. We just wanted to get out of the city. But we've been having some bandits come by. We're kind of hoping someone can help. I don't want to be too presumptuous, but
No,
we really.
that's exactly what we're here for. We have a charter and everything.
Oh, a charter! Wow, wow! So official. Well, congratulations. Let me think. So the bandits first showed up. Oh, what was it? Was it 3 months ago, Oleg? Yeah. So yeah, 3 months ago they showed up, and they they threatened to burn the place to the ground. So that was not great, not my favorite. But all they asked for was all of our furs and trade goods, so it seemed like sort of a fair trade. Yeah, not great, not amazing. They've come a few more times, I think just 2 more times. They come on the 1st of every month.
Well, good to know, because we're tracking time.
We have days to prepare.
So coming up soon, huh?
Yeah. Any day now. It's a good thing you guys didn't delay, otherwise this part of the quest doesn't make any sense.
It's a good thing we didn't stick around town and try to transfer runes onto weapons.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I hear that takes ages, especially if you can't roll well.
Yes, we can't craft well. It's quite difficult.
But yeah, no, so we always we make sure we have it ready for them. They haven't, they haven't really done anything, but we've also not really, we've just kind of given them what they wanted, and they just take it and leave.
How many of them usually show up?
Oh gosh, let me think. So the first time they came, I think there were maybe about a dozen of them. There was a guy, clearly their leader, seemed a very scary guy. Actually, there was a guy, but there was also a woman, and it seemed like maybe she was in charge. I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things. Yeah. The lady came just the first time. The next times it was just the guy. There's this guy in a hood. Let me think. The second time it was just him and 6 other guys, and then I think the last time it was just him and maybe 4. Oh, who's this? Who's this man who just showed up?
Just standing at the gate the whole time.
Just enjoying the breeze,
Well, I'm glad you came here. Have
I
some
was
soup.
inspecting the air quality of the area.
Oh,
Seems
is it?
quite nice.
Oh, good. Thank goodness. We pride ourselves on our air.
Very little pollution.
Tell me, have these bandits have they harmed you in any way, or have they just taken from you these trade goods?
I mean, no physical harm. One of them did take a ring that actually means a lot to me, but
no.
that's I can live without it. Yeah, it was a wedding. It was Ole gave it to me. It was our wedding band. It's
And
just things.
It's just you and Oleg out here. That's it.
Yes, we sent off to Restov requesting some protection, and they said they would send some people, but so far it's just been us. We used to get a little bit more traders passing through here, but it seems lately the area's been a little less safe. So it's been pretty quiet lately. You know, we're kind of hoping. I mean, I don't want to be too presumptuous, but maybe if you can settle the area a little bit, you know, maybe that'll be something.
Yes, well, maybe with this charter we are, in fact, the support you were looking for. We didn't come directly from...
Well, actually, did we come from... We came from Restov. We came from
You
the
did
manor.
come from Restov.
Yeah.
But you weren't,
We weren't
It's
the
not like
answer.
your job was to come protect
Yes.
them, right?
Yeah.
Well, there are not many of us, but I'm sure we'll provide whatever support we can give you.
Thank you. That would just mean the world to us, right? Right, Oleg? Yeah.
Would he correct you if you said something wrong, or does he just not listen?
Oh, oh, sweetie, I never say anything wrong.
Did I miss it? Did we get her name?
No, actually, she has not introduced herself.
Sorry, I think I didn't get your name. I am Javier.
Oh my goodness, where are my manners? I'm Svetlana. I'm Oleg's wife.
Svetlana.
Yes. I'll put it in chat as well.
It's a good name.
It is a good name.
Well, I will see to it personally, Svetlana, that your wedding ring is returned.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Javier. You're a real lifesaver.
He'll sort of side-eye Oleg that he would even let this happen.
Yeah, you take a look at Oleg. He's a bit older. He's clearly, you know, he's kind of like a farmhand a little bit, you know.
Sure.
He's a little built, but he's not, you know, he's not even armed right now, you know what I mean? Like, he's not, doesn't look like a fighter.
Yeah. I mean, I think Javier understands, but he's also like...
Sure.
I gave him edicts and anathema, even though they didn't.
Sure.
And this is definitely like one of them. Of
Sure.
like woman in distress.
No, I like it. Oh, well, you know, please help yourself to the stew. You're more than welcome to stay. You know, we have a guest house just over here, and she gestures towards this slightly smaller building
nice.
over here. It's not much, but at least it's out of the cold a little bit.
We have been camping the last few days, so a warm bed would be welcome change.
It's quite cold out there.
Yes, no, I don't know what it is. Whoever's rolling the weather these days, like, get it together.
Maybe we can get warm by the fire and rest for the night after our long day of travel, and reconvene in the morning about, well, some of the protections around here and what we can possibly help you with.
Yes, no, that would be wonderful. I can walk you through what we have. Admittedly it's not much, but I think Oleg maybe has been cooking up some ideas that you can help with. But we'll talk about that in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and with that, I think that's actually a pretty good spot to end on.
Heck yeah.
So we will start tomorrow, and you guys can formulate a plan of attack to deal with these quote-unquote tax collectors.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, cool. Yay! We survived the part I was the most scared of with this campaign.
I think it'll be cool. I kind of like it. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I think it'll end up being pretty interesting.
Okay, cool, good.
We just have to understand what we're doing, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah,
I think there's also, I think, a couple things we could do to, like, make it easier for us, like, just have some nice little scripts that we can just click and cross out some of
That's
the
a good
activities we've
idea.
already done, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's
So-
not a bad idea, actually.
I can work on helping putting some stuff together for that.
Right. Awesome.
And I'm excited for when we can actually cook.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
Yeah, man, you have no idea how many recipes are in this stupid frickin' book. It's literally like 3 pages just of recipes.
Amazing.
I want to pick up cooking lore now just for that.
Right?
Oh my gosh. 3 was an understatement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pages
6
of recipes.
dedicated pages
Just
to
recipes.
that AP.
Like with descriptions of the recipe.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Descriptions, effects.
Price, ingredients, preparation DC. They have okay. I didn't talk about this, but there is a mechanic where you choose your character's favorite meal, and if you eat it, you get a special effect.
All right.
Wow.
God.
Amazing.
Yeah,
you think-
and each special meal has a favorite meal effect.
All right. Well, Javier's is carne asada, so
Of course it is. Oh my gosh. Well, something to look forward to for next time. So, thank you all for joining us, and we will catch you all next time. See you!
See ya.